think we're live.
Who that is? My best friend, best friend. That's just my best friend. I would have said baby daddy, but it's a little weird. Didn't want to be too weird.
No, not too weird. And happy anniversary month.
It's our anniversary. Hey, maybe you and me. If you don't know the song, you're too young to listen to this podcast. That's that show.
Because you will be scarred. So, how was your commute?
You know what? It was a little tricky from the bathroom into my bedroom, but you know, by the grace of God, they're attached to each other, so I didn't get lost like a sheep. They had to come push me out.
It's too many lost sheep anyway.
Look, these sheep ain't anymore lost. They're not even lost for no reason. They're like lost and they come back butt ass naked. Like, can I get that fleece to make me something? No, you come. Not only did you get lost, I couldn't find you for no milk, no comfort, no nothing. But then you come back naked with no fleece.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my glass because I'm not prepared to have.
Are you not prepared for your mouth?
No, I mean over 20 plus years, but we're celebrating 1 year of our show.
1 year sober.
Chronicles.
Okay. I'm not going to turn my glass over because I always end up spilling into my lap of luxury. So just know, glass is here. I cleaned it. Probably water in it. Don't judge my life.
I dry it out because paper towels are bae. Okay, so I'm going to fill this glass up and then we can get...
All these years, I ain't got no bae because I ain't got no paper towels. But bitch, you doing a good job because the environment appreciates you. You doing a good. Okay.
And you know what? I'm filling up my glass because I can't talk to you right now without my glass. Without you hear it bubbling.
Go 3,000 over here.
Yes, that's a good year right there. It's bubbling and stuff. Yes. Salud.
Salud.
Hello, Ed. Ed says, good evening, beautiful ladies. Thank you, Ed. And good evening to you. Handsome sir.
Awesome.
Right.
Oh, anniversary. I connected.
Yes. So we've been doing this for 1 year, but those that really know us know we've been silly like this forever. It's okay.
Right. Look, it's storming over here in my neck of the woods, so pray for me, my internet, and my connections to life.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started before we lose you.
Like thunder, lightning, the way you love me is frightening. Instead of knock on wood. Sorry.
See, you had a whole moment in its entirety. And you know, we do that, but we don't usually do it on air.
Well, she don't usually do it on air. I have nervous breakdowns every couple shows, every episode. It'd be a lot. And she'd be like, sticking beside her. She keep it together.
So, we're going to dive into these polls. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, of course, if you pay attention, if you on your game, you know we have a poll every Wednesday. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. You can't make this stuff up. Like,
I'm gonna put myself on timeout right now. I'm on timeout.
So, you know, this is perfect because it's been a year of these type of things, but that's okay. The first poll is, would you relive your past? 58% said yes, 42% said no. So, would you, best friend?
First and foremost, all I heard when I was coming out of timeout coma was would I relive my pettiness? I was like, hell yeah, I'm petty right now.
No, I
I'm
said,
just
see, and well, I guess it's a double entendre, really. Yeah,
like,
I, I don't
whew.
know.
I would definitely relive my past, mistakes included and all. I might erase a few mistakes, but in the end, they did provide you with the woman you see today before you.
Ooh.
So overall, I'm good. Roll that beautiful bean footage again. At least I know how to deal with it now.
Oh, okay. I would say I would relive most of it. There are some things that if I did relive, I would take a right instead of a left. But then, it's kind of like if you're satisfied with where you are currently, would you not be there if you relived and changed directions? So, it's all in how you think about it.
Showing gratitude and directional challenges accepted or denied.
Right. And, I feel like the pain and the mistakes help to mold you. So if I had made some of the mistakes I made, maybe I wouldn't be where I am mentally now and still would be making even more mistakes. So I don't know.
Look, as my dad would say, mama's baby, daddy's little mistake by the lake. I just hope that our life is not like the, mistake by the lake, and we can firmly stand in our truth about who and what we are. But
That is my desire and what I strive for each and every day. Ed said, female house. Damn, yes, best friend did that. Hey, Sherelle, she laughing. I don't know what we said and when, but hey, that's
right.
my baby girl. I love
That's
her.
my goddaughter. I love her.
And Ed also said it depends on what part of my past I'd have to relive. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It can be tricky. Didn't want to be too weird. I'd have to relive. And that's exactly what I'm saying.
I know
like,
this is stupid. Don't judge me.
It can be tricky.
It won't let me do it. I was trying to shut me up.
Yeah, so it's our anniversary show and it's fun. Things are happening, but we're here and we've been doing this a year and it's been fun. We'll talk about some of our most exciting times in a little bit. Hey Adrian, she said, hey y'all. What is happening? Oh my God.
I don't know, best friend. It was like,
why are you sideways? See, you can't stop touching stuff. Oh Lord, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where she went, if she's here, but I'm gonna go to the next poll because it's what we do. So on August 18th, the poll was, does makeup sex work? 59% said yes, and 41% said no. And I would ask my best friend, but I don't know where she is right now, somewhere in cyberspace. And so, I'm just going to talk about me for a minute. She'll be back. Oh, wait. Oh, I think she's back. Hold on.
I'm back.
Jesus
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. My screen did a boop, and then the thunder and lightning was like boop boop, and then I was just like, where am I at? Like it was.
And that's why we're just going to speed on through, because if it's bad over there, that means it's headed this way. And, we do want to finish the show before it finishes for us. Okay. So, and Adrian is laughing at us. She said the show must go on. And she said that I'm back took me out. I know we So, best friend, I think you missed it. But I'm going to reread the poll and the poll numbers.
Thank you, girl, because praise them.
Okay. August 18th poll was, does makeup sex work? 59% said yes, and 41% said no. And you know what I always do? I always ask you, so what you think, best friend? But you know, I have my thoughts over here, and I'm just like, whatever.
First and foremost, I want you to rewind and press play on those stats, please. Because I want to make sure that I'm accurate when I say this.
59% said yes, the makeup sex works. 41% said no. I mean, you feeling a little uneasy about those numbers?
Working in terms of, like, are we working towards a resolution? Am I just working towards a nut? Like, it's a lot of things I need to know if I'm going to work it out so I can work it out. Now, if I'm just trying to take the edge off with someone DM me, like, it takes the edge off, but it doesn't solve the root of the problem. And then another person DM me talking about where it depends on, the level of the problem that we're trying to overcome. Like, it's, small little sins that are easier to overcome as opposed to like, hey, I got this, your best friend cousin's pregnant and your sister, and I still love you though. Like, it's a lot of things. Like,
it's layers and it's levels, and it's like, whoa, what we talking about, right? So, right. So basically, it depends on what are you apologizing for, and it may be a scenario where we both just kind of had a disagreement, and we just kind of irritated, we get together and it's like, maybe this shit wasn't such a big deal. And, the other one be like, well, you're right. That scenario of makeup sex is extraordinary. I'm just saying that I miss you, where we drifted apart, we rekindling. That's some good makeup sex. Now,
right.
The example you spoke of, sex can't make that up. Sorry. And once you mess up the emotions and the feelings between, I don't even want your raggedy sex no more. I could get some stray anywhere. But if I'm in love and I'm feeling you and you think makeup sex is going to solve the bigger issue, then no, we not. We not.
Or they think the sex is a massive issue so that you forget that there was an issue in the first place.
And check this
Just
out.
because you tell her the ticket don't mean that you are not supposed to appear in court.
Right. Or it could be a scenario where, you know what? You probably think this makeup set's gonna make things right. But let me get this nut and dust knocked off real quick, and then let him know that I'm still pissed off. Holla back or nah.
Right. You sleep in a wet spot, my nigga, and don't touch me. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, when I'm pissed off at someone, I'm not gonna turn down sex. Like, if we together and we in here, we in these trenches together, best believe you better bring your ass in this damn bed and not talk to me from that side of the sheet. But if I roll over and throw my thigh on you, do what it make it do, and then I'm gonna roll back over and I'm not gonna talk to you for the rest of the night and tomorrow. But best believe we in here together. Don't go to another damn room. And I've even had an ex be like, oh, she mad at me. I'm going home. You carry your ass out that door and go to your damn house. Don't call me ever again, my nigga, my dog.
So yeah,
I hate cowards.
Right. And another thought I had is, if I'm just, we just hitting it and quitting it, why are you going to sleep? You need to leave. That depends on the dynamics of the relationship, though. If we really have a relationship,
right,
you better not leave, because you're running from our issues that we ain't resolved. If you just a disposable penis, then you're just that, get out. If you like my bedroom
No
candy,
explanation.
if you disposable, reusable, and rechargeable, like my bedroom candy, get out. Just get out. Okay, we got some comments. Adrian said, yes, storming here as well. Ed said it depends on a person's attitude while having makeup sex. Come through. Come through. Oh, Lord. I think. Oh, okay.
Oh!
I got nervous. You froze up and your eyes were rolling back when you froze. I got nervous. Okay.
Look, you've been freezing on and off. This storm is stupid, y'all.
Okay. Okay. And Adrian said, hey, Wolf. And Ed said, hey, Butterfly. And then Jeff, hey, Mr. Saunders. He said, make up sex. What the hell is that? Oh, Lord. He about to come in here cutting up. He about to cut up. And then he said, twisted shit. And wait, I'm sorry. He always has me so tickled. Ain't none of that with me. We fucking. And we still gonna be mad. Nothing changed. Now let's finish the conversation to a conclusion. I hear you. I hear you. And then he said, we need to solve the damn issue. Exactly. So what you leaving for? And then Ed said, I hate makeup sex when they think fucking is solving. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tear that up. Laughing out loud. Like, ooh, but you know what?
BOGO, pun intended. Double entendre, tear both up.
And Jeffrey said, hey, babe, I don't know who he's talking to, but hey.
Hey, look, y'all dudes coming in these comments showing up and showing out. I appreciate that shit. Right. For real, my nigga, my G, my dog. I'm sorry I've been hanging out with my people from the north, so my northern accent and mannerisms are coming out. I'm sorry, like real quick.
But listen, it's our anniversary. Bless some sisters, because we're going to give y'all even more in season 2, year 2. We got some stuff planned.
We do, man.
Yeah.
I even take y'all on the show.
Year 20. We're going to have to actually sit down and calculate this one day. Year 20 plus of the friendship. You know.
You know what? We're gonna keep saying 20 plus until we hit 30, and then
it's gonna be 30
it's
plus.
like, you know, right. It's a lot. We got too much going on. Now, once we hit like 40 plus, then all the kids and grandkids and any other animals that we may or may not have adopted will be out the house. Therefore, we will live in our best life again, solo. I know you ain't gonna have no damn animals, but the way my life is set up, I got 2, and I love them to death.
Well, I got a funny story later. We're gonna talk about that off the air. Anyway, Jeffrey said people have shit fucked up. Yes, they do. They really do. And he said, both of y'all, hey, blessed both of y'all. Thank you. Mwah. And Ed said, you know I'm gonna show out. Yes, and that's why I love for you to have your face in the place. You know I love you, Ed. And
pun intended.
I'm sorry, Adrian Charleston, aka Butterfly, the true Butterfly. I'm not even gonna get started on that. She said, I'm just over here watching, laughing out loud. And look, enjoy yourself. I hope y'all have a drink. I hope y'all have libations, you know, because we are enjoying our libations, so we can all be on one accord. And not just a Honda Accord.
Not a hops accord, but one accord.
So,
I gotta go back. I gotta tap back into this poll, right? Okay. You know, about, you know, run that poll from the top again.
Wait, which one?
The poll we're talking about currently.
Oh, you want to know these numbers again? Because
I want to know the question, because I have something, and we got off subject, and then, you know, I had a bulletin point. But
I got you. Does makeup sex work?
Okay, so.
Okay. Oh,
it will only work if you know what you're making up. Like some people go into arguments and they don't even, and by the time their emotions spill out, you know, out their mouth and onto, you know, the conversational floor, They don't even know what the fuck they arguing about. Like
That's a
when you get to that
whole
point in your relationship where you can't even have a cohesive conversation because you're so checked out into your emotions as opposed to the situation that brought you out into your emotions in the first place, how are you going to know what's going to make it up? We need to make a company out of this bitch. And then here comes the other point too. Like if you know you're having a disagreement and you know you try to make up sex as a catch-all to get you over a conversation that you don't want to have, what is that? Like you can't use sex to distract from a conversation that you're afraid to have with your words.
Okay, stop right there. So check this out. And I think that's the misconception and the miscalculation that occurs when you misjudge a female's enjoyment of sex and intimacy, and you use it as a tool against her.
Manipulation.
Over sexualizing. See, you listen. I might have to refill my glass because that right there.
It's my anniversary. You can refill, bitch.
Refill my glass. But yeah, seriously though, don't take what I enjoy and use it as a weapon of mass destruction.
To get me to comply with something that I was never going to comply with in the first place. And you knew that. Out here playing these reindeer games year round. You know your ass is only committed to 4 seasons a year. Like, pick a season. Stay in that season. Don't be trying to cross-contaminate up in here.
And so what? If you're playing reindeer games, are you committed to the snow? Or are you out here jumping in front of cars for fun? Find your lane.
They're committed to the chase. Nobody wants to think about what happens when you actually catch your prey.
Ooh.
They out here thinking like, I'm just going to catch and release, or catch and kill. Like, which one is it?
Or when you catch the prey.
Right. And the foundation of it is you caught something. You were seeking something. But when you got that something, it's like you stopped seeking any relevancy in this life.
See, and it basically boils down to you caught the prey that you prayed for.
And you ain't been to church since.
Oh! Hallelujah. Okay, I'm sorry. We got more comments.
Okay.
Let me scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Jeffrey said, wilding out night. Ed said, isn't that your job? Laughing out loud. Love you both. We love you. And Jeffrey said, DSR full purpose pins back on Monday nights. Okay. Oh. Okay. Say less. You inbox the Poetic Divas. Inbox.
We're gonna be there.
And he also said, making up, solve it, let's move on. And you still gonna be mad? Women don't let shit go easy. Well,
whoa.
After I get through the comments, we're gonna rant back around to that. I see that made all your first stand up. Like your first down. Yeah, so we're gonna get back to that. Ed said you can't lick an agreement from the tongue. Oh. See, that's go on and write that poem, Ed, or did that come out of one you already wrote? Because you a beast.
Write that shit in Poetic Divas. We gonna group peace.
Group peace. Okay. New shit. Okay. And Jeffrey said correct. Men don't get the fact females think with both sides of their brains. Now that, my friend, is the whole truth. And even when we think with half, and men think with the dick tip, or the dipstick, however you want to call it, was you dipping in it? Anyway.
Either way, your only relevance is to tell the level of bullshit we're gonna accommodate. But continue.
Right. So that's it for the comments currently. So, now I will speak for me. I am very much a person to let things go and move on. And especially if you correct the behavior, and if we agree that we're back on track, I'm very Christ-like in that I won't bring that back up. We'll move on. But I expect that same grace. And I done met some petty dudes. Petty penis pushers. I have met some. So
Like tapioca pudding in the damn hospital. And how many motherfuckers eat tapioca pudding?
okay, you know what? I'm just gonna fill my glass up because I cannot deal with you right now. But I love you. I'm just gonna feel my he also said ain't no half thoughts with a woman. And he also said the mind don't forget. That's true, you know. And it's often that we forgive and we don't forget. But then when we're triggered by the memory, we pull ourselves back in because we've forgiven. You know, you got to remind yourself sometimes of where you are with that situation.
And you know what? I'm going to jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're right. We as women have been not even forced, but cultivated by the society, forced upon us as women to have to navigate and solve problems that we really shouldn't have to solve if somebody else would step up for real, and help us with our load. But too often, men today are so jaded. We're like, well, she making more money than me. She doing more than me. Like, I ain't got to help her or whatever. If she see I really need the help, like, she should just go ahead and offer that damn shit. We don't want to supplement or take over your role as a man, sir. We will happily submit to a man who's worthy of submission, but we will not submit to some bullshit. That's the first and foremost. So we are not in the process of holding grudges and like we will not hold grudges or judgment, but we will hold you accountable for your actions, your decisions moving forward. That's that part.
Mm-hmm.
And we always have to think ahead in linear steps and non-linear steps and abstract steps, because we are forced to take on so many roles by men who abandon us on a daily basis, either by self-greed, self-choice, or self-desire. So if you're going to keep on choosing yourself and not choosing us or the relationship we're trying to put forward for you, don't have us out here or expect us to have you counting you as someone's relevant in our life, because you're not. You're relevant in the equation that we have yet to solve. And the fact that we have to solve you as an equation that society posts upon us on our front door is a disservice to us as Black women.
I was looking for my collar because, you know, the only thing in my head was since I can remember, I've been popping my collar. Like, I wanted to pop my collar so bad. I was just like, I don't have no pearls. I don't have nothing. But listen, you did a whole dissertation, and I completely agree with your stance. And I know where you're coming from, because I think it's kind of like the plight of the strong woman. And not to bring race into it, but the strong African American woman has double the responsibility to hold it together, not flinch, not break, not stumble, and be graceful.
And accommodate.
Right. It is a heavy load when a lot of times we're meeting men that only want to take care of the load that comes out of our vaginal canals. That's the load that they want.
Or the low resonating energy that we put out in the world that calls them to, but they don't want to raise their optics to meet us. Therefore, they're still stuck in the basement of us, and then feel like because they didn't choose to rise to the occasion, that we are trying to help enslave them once again into society, when all we want to do is elevate them up to the level at which we're vibrating from. But then you take offense with that. You find fault in that. You find someone that's able to low resonate with you and then try to blame us or flip that script and narrative like we did so much and that intimidated us. Therefore, he had to find someone on his equal level. And we as Black women feel like we got to resonate lower for certain people as opposed to allow them to raise up higher to meet us.
Okay. Okay. So is that, and this is it's a whole other thing. So I had a conversation. I'm sorry, what?
We got comments popping. I keep seeing shit.
I know your squirrel is okay. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second, but I had a conversation with someone today that basically made the comment that, you know, certain types of women were sassy, and that other types of women or girls that they were engrossed in conversation with were not as sassy and thus more palatable.
Right. Able to be swallowed whole instead of broken up into pieces that they didn't understand in the first place. But that's okay. If you need me to break down the syllables in my name and my damn spirit for you to compensate and understand where I'm coming from, then you, my sir, didn't deserve a seat at my table in the first place.
And so there's so many levels to this. And I will unpack this in our private meeting. But just know it's going to be very interesting and very thought-provoking. But I will say this. I'm not going to dilute, break down, discard,
reform my compounds,
remove any parts of me that are intimidating, too strong, too powerful, too ethnic, too Black queendom,
too real,
too regal for you to digest. And what I suggest is that you man up.
And not just stand up on a step stool that you would have no intention of keeping once you get off of it. Go to those comments.
Go to the comments. I'm going to the comments. Okay. Okay. I gotta scroll up a little bit.
They were popping over here like popcorn in the
oven. Okay. So Ed said, once I gather this project up, I might have to see where that statement goes. I know you about to tear that up.
Yeah, tear that ass like a strip club in Amsterdam.
Okay, you know what? No, ma'am. And Jeffrey said, let another argument come up and see what transpires. And he also said, all that past shit gonna be in your face. And he said, I'm coming just as Jeffrey. And I understand your point of view. And it all depends on the type of women that you've been with or that you've entertained in your life, or that you have attracted, or that you've, you know, spent some time with. I get it. And, you know, we all have our own opinion of these types of issues because of the people that we entertained in our lives. So I completely understand your position. Ed said, I'd rather a woman to be who she is completely than one that placed her in a role purposely to combat you. Yeah. See, females and women, there are women that play games. I mean, let's be honest. You know, that's not who I am. That's not who Msdalia is. 22. We don't play games, you know, but if you come to us with the games, we're going to let you know that you're losing. But that's a whole nother.
Masters in these streets, ladies in the streets.
All right. And Adrian said, low resonate, word for the day. And like Mrs. Obama, I don't go low. Damn right.
Right.
Nevertheless. And she also said, "What the fuck?" Sassy, shaking my head. Oh yeah, we'll unpack that later. And Jeffrey said, "Don't be square in the relationship. Be 100. If I'm in it with you, I'm gonna be 110 with it." And that's the type of dudes that real women appreciate.
Right.
You know, the balance is what we want, and it's hard to find because people have to first figure out who they are and what they are and what they can bring to the table, you know. And it's all that self-work, you know, that life coach and stuff. If you need some self-work, I life coach, like, we ain't even gonna do all that. But just know that you got to work on yourself sometimes.
All the time. Not just, it's not a one-time thing. It's not like you working yourself in high school, elementary school, once you reach 21. It's a continuing progression of reevaluating where you are in your life right now, where you want to go, who you entertain, and who you bring along with you. Because not every person is for you. There might be a lesson or a season placed upon that person in your life. And you can leave them there, not in a bad way, a negative way, but in a way of, I'm grateful for knowing that I've grown with you during this path in my life, but also knowing that you're not meant to go where I'm headed. Continue.
I'm sorry, the comments be long. And then Jeffrey also said, "Some females can't handle me. I be too real for them. I'm an educated street dude." Listen, you're gonna find the woman that's gonna appreciate all that educated gangster, because that's hot. I'm sorry. Like, I love a dude, that'll beat somebody up over me if they try to step to me, but then he come talk to me with the nice words,
dignity, syllables,
like 1, 2, 3, like what? We're having a very intellectual conversation tonight. Like, you make my sapio pop. Like, let's not. I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna keep going. I got to do these comments.
Hold on. I just want to say, like, that reminded me of that TikTok going around talking about, leg on the chair, one hand here, head on frontal off. Like, I need you to go ahead and do. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, best friend, but I don't understand how none of that shit went with what just happened. But we'll talk later, because I don't understand that. Okay.
It did.
He also said, "But not gangster," and I completely understand what you're saying. And Ed said, "A relationship is built in love, not sex. So let's argue from the mouth, not with sex organs." Ooh, yeah.
But the mouth is technically a sex organ. It's debatable. It's okay. I know.
And Jeffrey said, "That's why I'm single, unless one of you want to get at me," laughing out loud. Ooh, see, you starting problems. Like, I'm in a place right now of repair and peace, but I see what you're talking about. And he also said, "I'm gonna get at your mind." That's exactly. And he also said their body can wait. And listen, let me tell you something. This is the key right here that they don't realize. If you get the mind, and not in a manipulative way, in a genuine, factual, actual way, the body gonna come like, it's gonna come, and then it's gonna come. And then everybody gonna be coming like, what?
Off top, the nigga about hurting. I've been over host.
Okay, so
ain't right.
Ooh, this poll took us a place. Like, this poll was something serious. But Miss Dahlia, best friend.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
Is it time? Like, let's see what time we got. It's 10:40.
Okay.
So I know we discussed sharing more poetry. So do you feel like it is time?
Oh shit, we doing that right now?
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what we're doing right now. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
If I can pull up my okay, so my goal as being part of Poetic Divas LLC, put respect on it, because
Because
we
we
do,
do.
is because I'm gonna start doing new shit. Like, cause I write a lot. I write all the time. Like every day I write something, and I overthink it. I overanalyze it. I
Every
over
day, all
I
day,
over politicize it. I over edit it. So
all the time. Thank
so I've been playing around with this new piece. Like, if you've been watching us, the last 6 weeks, I've been talking about these shows I got coming up in September. And I'm trying to do a whole new set. Whole new world. Okay. So
you.
I'm trying out new shit on my
Nice.
trying out new shit. Like, it might work, it might not work, it might make it, might not make it. But I'm just saying, I'm trying. Because I write all the time. So I want to do the poem that I did for you and my girls. Shout out to Adrian, True Butterfly,
Hey,
NakitaJay Poet. Like, they hold me down.
hey.
And I done tweaked it again. So, you may or may not remember it. And that's what I'm gonna do tonight. So you just tell me, you want to go or I want to go.
You gonna do it. I mean, well, hold on, hold a minute, wait. Ooh. Okay, so wait. Is it clean or is it sexy nasty?
It's non-erotic. I'm gonna do
Oh,
what my motherfucking mouth do. No, what's my motherfucking name? Hold on, it's two. What's my motherfucking name? And then I have a poem called What My Mouth Do. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm doing What's My Motherfucking Name. Sorry.
so white picket fences.
Yes.
So then you want me to do it first? White
You
picket
know,
fences.
okay, I want to go first because I have a response to your white picket fences, and I'm going to see if I can try to find it somewhere in cyberspace.
Oh snap! Oh you. Oh, okay.
So
Well then, I ain't doing white picket fences next. Then how about that? All right. Cool.
I'm going to search it out.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for people who do or do not know, me and my best friend are real best friends. And like often she will read a poem and I'll be like, yo, that's the truth, my sister, my G, my dog, my nigga. And then like a line would catch me and I will write to that line and make a whole new poem. So that's how when we perform together, both singly and as a company, I should be flowing in and out. Like, like damn condoms in the middle of a damn condom, like, semen in a condom.
Go ahead,
Okay.
best friend. Spit your shit. Spit your shit.
No, you know what happened? Let me tell you what happened. Because I am director of testing. Therefore, I'm thinking like female condom versus male condom. It's a whole triple entendre. My mind works strange. Don't judge me. So I was like, damn, if I'm using a condom and he using a condom, then we extra safe. And it takes me down a rabbit hole of stuff that could happen. It might go into a poem one day. Anyhow, that's where I went. So I'm doing a non-sexual poem. What's my motherfucking name? I was told to burn bright or die trying. Excel in all things deemed too much, well, I did. While overcoming my own fragility, yet I failed to realize how I was always fertile ground, even if I didn't give birth. And as strange as this conception is, it never ailed me till now. So best believe I can still stomach whatever's on this plate. Just not you. And the truth is, this body deserves better. It is more than just an antibody treated like a cure while being passed out freely to the masses. I guess they are tired of the disease called solitude. Maybe this is why the insightful option to use introspection is more of a band-aid to use. So allow me to dress this poem up like every hashtag you ever used, draw in the unexpected folk. Allow the web to warm me before stripping me of my God-given choice to remain clothed in that lie. Now, lay what's left of me upon this platform in hopes that I can connect with someone who is stained glass perfect enough to just pass. Look, I understand how completely focused you had to be centered in that total darkness. It's just crazy how I can feel your passion as you continue to dismantle my resolve in the first place, not even every place you didn't deem to put a crack in. So my space is hella cluttered now. And I'm forced to read your letter on AOL while finding myself laughing out loud at this tragedy. And I'm happy to report that I now needed to find the comedic in me in order to not be buried under your bullshit. At least I'm no longer in that closet about how you played me. And I'm gay enough to know that both sides of my better half not only includes my last name, but also my body. And I didn't have to label it phony. So I am now only using hand fans to cool off traffic jams to make this funny place I'm in possible. So I double my efforts as if the pressure of this pays overtime, because it doesn't. Of course, over the course of our time together, I would discover someone who was never lost in the first place in your sea of your pet names for me. See, Columbus, you lied. So in short, I am asking you to pronounce every syllable in my fight for acceptance. Why not also add a hyphen where a period should be and allow those memories to become placeholders for a country I haven't claimed in years? So please excuse my lack of accent now. Because the fact is, I never knew how to properly roll my R's, and now they sound like regrets. Or was it emancipation? Sorry, enunciation. Still, your real sounds fake. Relationships sound like abandonment after the fact, and it's no worry about how you will come out in the end because I always graded on a curve. I even marked myself safe since you couldn't. Charted a path back to home, moved the door off the room you used to occupy because I hope to find all the red flags you left behind so I can discard them while making room to celebrate Valentine year round. And you can stop hiding your maypoles. I always know better. And this field of dreams you left me in, along with my pride, has never been a long forgotten memory or movie. So why don't you say my name now? I have no shame if you stumble over every syllable of it. Columbiana will be the last name you say on this earth. And it will not only be the last shot to make it on my t-shirts or a poem, but it will definitely be the last 15 minutes of fame worthy of the cost of your casket. So pay up before I take it anyway.
And you know that I know that you changed that junk, but I'm good with it, son. Good with it.
Saying, yo, we're trying to find a way to connect.
Connect for. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me go back and read some comments, and then I'll share a piece.
Okay.
Because then, wait a minute. Hold on. See what our time looking like. We can talk briefly about our favorite shows over the past year.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna share one piece after I do comments, and it's rough. Some new shit. So we gotta go up. Oh, Ed said no double entendres on arguing with mouth. Okay, we gonna. Jeffrey said exactly. Yes, girl, she gonna slide it to you. And Ed said, talk your sex and seduce the mind. Oh yes. Jeffrey said, D, stop pulling up the top. Let it fall out. Ha, ha, ha.
Nope. I'm trying to be conservative. I try every damn show. It don't happen.
Okay, it's all right. And Adrian said, if you tweaked it, it is a brand new poem. Does it even have the same words? Exactly. And I caught them changes too. She thinks she's slick. And then Jeffrey said, Nakita, you looking so queenly. That cut is boss. Thank you, my love. I be trying to do a little something, in my mature age. And Adrian said, what's her motherfucking name? Yes. So yes. She knew what was about to happen. Yeah, yeah. Ed said, I may have written off something I heard from YouTube. Hey, that's okay. As long as you ain't completely plagiarizing, and we'll talk about that offline, because I know, you know what? We'll talk offline, Ed. We'll talk, because, yeah. Hey, George. He said, hey, ladies. And Jeffrey said, that rap is real shit. Feel you. And then Adrian said she loved it. So I'm going to do something real quick, real rough. I'm actually going to put it on paper and try to get it finished up for the paper thin slam tomorrow. I'm going to go.
So she can make a final stage yet again.
Stop it.
Whatever. Every slam she go in, I'm just going to do my little thing with. She on final stage.
This is so rough. Brillo pad. It
like
doesn't even have. It doesn't even have a title. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go in.
I like that.
I won't make it as easy for them as I used to. No matter what the expectation is, these are the best days of my life. Silence is the best part of my day. Basking in the glow of silence as it asks for no praise. It asks for no reward. It just is. I was not his favorite, and that was obvious. Set to the side like that last bit of cold oatmeal that mama tried to force you to eat. The taste of persistence is sometimes more bitter than sweet. I would rather forget the flavor of the struggle. Bring myself to enjoy the bland that is unforgiving. I would be able to even call attention to taste it lacks, or even to the solemnness of the luster it's lacking. I'm screaming extremely loud, but you never hear me. Reality has a strong hold on me, muting my screams and camouflaging my cries, standing welcome to the stench of tomorrow. Think about this the next time. The next time you find yourself in that moment, no one else is trying to hear it. All they want is to be free. And all they want is the benefits of loving me, knowing me. And they assume it should be all for free. See, the funny thing about me is that I don't need validation. Self-made millionaire I may not be, but self-made woman is who I am. And I think it's time for us to move forward. And I will turn the corner on your insecurities while you run away from your responsibilities. You make quitting look easy. And I pray that my dreams make room for me at the end and allow me to cradle my heart's desire in peace.
I got something you can cradle.
See, and that's how the erotic poems take life. See what I'm saying? Like you just dig in there.
Somebody got to put me to bed.
Oh,
bed.
bed. Okay, see, no.
Oh, you know, I'm out slicker than a duck's back. I'm just saying.
I mean, but I'm not going to ask that because no. Okay, I'm going to go to the comments.
Right, go.
George said real rough, and Adrian said slam it. And she also said no more struggle meals. And Jeffrey said, I'm already scared of you with that silent acuity. Keep me in wonder. Speak, woman. Oh, okay. And Adrian said, self-made woman, yes. And Jeffrey said, wow, just wow. And I don't know what he's talking about, but
You're talking about all the words that fell out your mouth, my best friend.
I mean, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, use the mouth that I was given to be productive.
Use it expeditiously.
So, okay, we got 5 minutes, and since it's our anniversary show, we just want to talk about some of the highlights that we've enjoyed over the last year.
That's
I don't
hard.
know. I don't know. I mean,
Look, I'm gonna say one of my favorite shows over this last year was when we had Mr. Bishop Omega up here. Like I was rewatching that damn show.
yeah.
That shit was stupidly, amazingly beautiful.
Because like he's a nut and he's a comedian. And like for those of you who may be watching that don't know who we're talking about, go back, watch our show, share our show, help us out. We're
About a
trying
month
to
ago.
grow. I,
It was 2 shows ago. We
right.
do it every 2 weeks. 2
Right.
shows ago, he was up here. He was talking cash shit. Not only about us, but of the audience members in the audience talking to him. So it was like it was a Chicago.
He had a good time. And yeah, so that was one of my favorite shows too. Now, I'm going to tell you what else I enjoyed. When we had Naja be Naja up here, because she was cutting up. She was dishing. She was free. She enjoyed herself. Like, we just love when we have our guests on and they tell stories about our interactions and they just feel at home. That's why we do this,
Right. I also enjoyed the Courtney Edge show. Like, because, he was like, we do poetry, but we also slide over into hip hop and other genres. Like, Courtney, she been rock with us forever, like, to the beginning of my period. And I don't even have a period no more. But she's been rocking that far back with me. Like,
you know what? I have nothing. I'm just here.
But, like, she was dope. She's a singer, out the RDU area. So I really appreciate her because even when she wasn't on our show, she was still in our audience commenting.
Yes. And I'm surprised she's not here tonight. Baby right. Trevor must have took her life over. Do sometimes.
Right.
Over. But yes, that was a good time as well. And let me see what else we had going on. We didn't do a lot of excursion editions because we was trying some stuff out, but there will be more excursion editions coming up.
It's not even like a necessary, like initially we planned out excursions every so often and we would go and we would do our shows, whatever. But now, people love the excursion, just like they love to hear from other people how they met us and how we are like really, really silly. Because apparently people ain't silly. Like if you ever meet us in real public, like I am the silliest person in the damn world. For real. And my best friend, she be holding me together, but she's like silly too. Like you don't know, like people think like Nakita got this resting bitch face forever. I'm like, this bitch is silly as fuck. Like you don't
understand. I'm proud of my resting bitch face. And if you get past that, then you family. Like for real.
And, I feel like the fact that we move in different genres, not just poetry, we do rap, hip hop, art, painting, plays, film, like we do a lot of different things. But when we do any of those things, we're still genuinely who we are. And I think that's what draws people to us. And it's always drawing people to us. So, shout out to y'all for realizing we still let me dope.
Yes. So,
look, I also want to point out, because I'm petty.
Get up. Oh, this is going to be petty? This ain't going to be nice. Petty. Oh, baby Jesus.
My best friend, who's the dopest photographer I ever met in my damn life.
Oh, thank you, boo. I try.
You take pictures with everybody. I don't take pictures with nobody. I don't like to tell people that I'm anywhere in the vicinity. But, if my best friend's taking pictures of you, she believes in you, and post. If she takes a picture with you, now she takes a lot of pictures of people, but if she takes a picture with you, she believes in you and she considers you more than just an associate acquaintance in the streets and stuff. And if I take a picture with you, you going to heaven. It's like a fast pass to heaven, really.
OMG.
I'm just saying, like, we are not fake people, poets, artists that just take a picture with you to say that we knew of you. So we hold conversations and space in our house, in our hearts, in our conversation, in our, our books, our poetry, our anything. If we hold a space with you and we take the time to recognize you, your friends, your family, your real government name on your birth certificate, regardless of whatever happens, we are still going to be supportive of you. And that's like fleeting in this industry, in this day and age, really. That's what I'm saying.
It is. It really is. And yeah. I don't know. I feel like that was your closing remark because you went in and you made it all the way down.
I feel like, there's some comments and then you can go all the way in and then we're going to go all the way out.
Oh, okay.
It's got my contacts in, ladies and gentlemen. I can see shit. Don't judge me.
Ed said them words and he did a fire emoji. Thank you, Ed. Jeffrey said, damn, use it, baby. Use that mouth. I gotta use my mouth. And Ed said, wait, the wolf ain't right. Laughing out loud. Yes, you are. You right on. You know what you're talking about.
Right.
And he also said, awesome pictures from her eye-in camera. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Well, we are just excited to celebrate 1 year of doing something different that we hadn't done.
Right.
It's been fun, and we plan to do more and make it even more fun for y'all. So all I can say is stay tuned, follow us, share, like, and we'll see y'all either in person or in these cyber streets. Good night. Love y'all.
Absolutely. Love y'all.
It's our anniversary. Made for you and me.
Breast that I put in a bra for y'all. Y'all know I don't wear bras.
Oh, Lord.